All right, another day, and we are live once again. Make sure everything's muted so I don't have that crazy echo. And we made a lot of progress yesterday. We went from just a block to a whole dark magician. So we're really cooking now. And I believe I should have bookmarked the step that we're on. It's a whole new set of baggery. Yep, we can see that the Dark Magician figure pretty much completed. The rod, the Magician's rod, isn't fully put together, I don't think. I think there's going to be more work there. But it looks like we're moving on to the base. And starting pretty simply here. I don't know which one of these packages I should open next. But it is definitely one of them. Hard to tell, though. I think I see the piece that I need in this bag. Pretty sure. So I'm going to put this to the side so I don't lose it later when I need it for certain. And if you don't know what I'm doing, makes sense because you're just joining me. I'm building this beautiful figure that I got for Christmas. It's made by this company. It's not an actual Lego. So if you feel like it's, I don't know, fake news or clickbait or whatever, I apologize, but I feel like Lego is synonymous with any knockoffs, and there is no Yu-Gi-Oh Lego crossover that I'm aware of. But yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with this so far because look at this Dark Magician that I've already put together in this set so far. It looks pretty sweet, pretty high quality to be honest with you. And not only that, but the box was like pretty elegant. It came with this metallic card. They misspelled born, so we're brawn to play. Brawn to play. I think that's kind of charming. And the box, if you guys are interested, I can show you the box. The box is chef's kiss. Very cool box. Unfortunately, shipping wasn't so nice to it, so it has seen better days. But the iconography on it, very nice iconography. And what am I looking at here? It looks like only one of the platforms is not doing well. But the one that was giving me trouble yesterday, I think I may have fixed that. So that's the good news. It's not just good news. It's fantastic news because it was stressing me out. Because I've learned a ton about streaming over the last few days. And I was like, I don't know what else it could be besides these things. I just did these things. So I'm hoping I got it all situated. One of them, though, probably the one that I care about the least, is showing me. Okay, no, it's there. So I think we're cooking now. So let's move on and continue the journey into Lego, kind of, Dark Magician. I think this is the one that we want to open. Oh, there's numbers on these bags that I'm just now... Oh, yeah, right there. That's convenient. I've been flying off the seat of my pants. I haven't even been noticing that in the last bag. And now that I'm looking over my shoulder, I think I might see, like, stickers of some sort. Not only that, but I found stickers and a whole extra sheet. I don't think it's for the step that we're on now, so I'm gonna gently put that to the side. And by gently, I mean just toss it over there. All right, let's move on to this bag. So last year, my sister, this came from my sister, it was a Christmas present from my sister. She gave me another knockoff Lego set. She's a big fan of the knockoff Lego sets, and I don't blame her because check this out. This is what I put together last year. It's a moving Pikachu. The only downside about this is that like the whole thing moves. You can see like the grass there moves and like it runs along like this. But the gear that handles the movement is supposed to be operated here, but it's all controlled by like the smallest and cheapest piece in the set. So like stripped instantaneously, but it's still a pretty Pikachu, so not bad. Not bad, but this year she got me a Dark Magician. And I actually Probably, I'm assuming that knockoff Legos gets hate from the Lego. Oh, that's nice. Gets hate from the Lego community. I'm not sure though. If it does, I understand why, because like if you love a brand and someone knocks it off, I could see how that could stick in someone's craw. But that being said, kind of blown away at the quality assurance level of this brand, because the box, like I said, I can show it to you if you guys are interested. I know probably no one's in any of these streams at the moment. I doubt there will be, but if someone wants to see the box, I'd be happy to show it off because it is quite cool. All right. Put the agua to the side. Put this stuff. Where do I put this stuff? I'm gonna put this on my PC. I think that might be the best place for it. I'm gonna move the Brawn to Play card off to the side, make some more room for my mouse, and then put this stuff in the pile here, which is, why do I have an extra piece of this? I want to know that, because when I put together the Dark Magician yesterday, it was fully put together, and it's actually off screen now. Too bad. Let me put this back on screen. So when I finished putting together the Dark Magician part of this set, I had some pieces left over, and that's never a good feeling when you're putting together a set like this. Like I haven't made any content about it, but the majority of the time that I do anything in life, I'm working on a vehicle. And if you ever are working on a car and you're like, you have bolts or nuts left over at the end, it's kind of like a meme that's gone around the interwebs. That's it's never a foreboding sign, and I feel like it's the same with Lego pieces. But I think they just give you extras to be nice, because these little guys are easy to lose. I have yet to lose one, I think. But anyways, enough yapping. Let's get to building. All right, wants this piece, most definitely. It wants two of them. So I shall give you two of them. And it wants two connecting pieces. So let's find those connecting pieces. Where, oh where are they? I hope I don't have to open another bag to find them. But if the Dark Magician portion of the build is a guide, then most definitely... Oh, I just realized that is not like a circle highlighting that piece for whatever reason that I thought it was. It's actually this piece that's supposed to go on the Wizard Wand rod, as it's called in the TCG, and it's supposed to go on there like so. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was wondering what that's for. Kind of looks a little less stupid. And honestly, this rod is my least favorite part about this figure so far. It's very chintzy. Very chintzy, and it's like fragile, and it makes me stressed when I handle it. And I have to handle it quite a bit. Ooh, is that it? I don't think it's it. It's calling for a black one of these, and probably a bigger one. But it kind of looks like it nonetheless. It is most definitely going to be in one of these bags. Unfortunately. And no way. Are these lights? It comes with light up bricks. I am honestly super... It's not every day you run into a company that impresses you. They usually take the easy way out, the easy way in, take shortcuts whenever possible. Oh, that's a 2. It's okay. All of these are probably supposed to be open together because they all say 2. All right. That is unfortunate. I'm going to be running out of desk space once again. I think I see another light up brick. Man, that's exciting. I love things that light up. Who doesn't, right? I don't think I've ever seen a Lego set that has light up pieces though. But I'm not too into the hobby, so there's probably quite a bit of light up sets. But again, this is my first experience with it, so I am chuffed to bits with it. Absolutely chuffed to bits at the prospect of playing with light up Lego pieces. Is it possible to keep everything? No, it's not going to be possible. I think I'm just going to have to make room here on this side of things, because that space is less... Okay, here's my hands. I should be building it right here, right above Eevee. I need to remember that. I was really bad yesterday because a lot of the pieces required a lot of effort and they were also small. So small pieces requiring a lot of effort. I was going like this, like you can't see, but I was like going like this off camera, both off this camera and this camera. It was not good. I was acting like a bum. I'm trying not to do that today. That is my goal. Everything that I do is supposed to be right above Eevee's head. Note to self, I need to program that in my mind. In my mind's eye, I need to program that. And something about me is that streaming in general makes me, and just like putting myself on camera makes me super uncomfortable. So the reason why I'm taking some water breaks is that probably not the most appetizing thing to be saying the first thing that you meet somebody, but I'm already sweating profusely. That's how uncomfortable I am. But oh well. Pressure makes diamonds, as they say. So hopefully by the end of this journey, I become a better person. That is all I can hope for, right? Boom. Pretty cool. Kind of looks like a dual field. Is that what they're going for? I doubt it. All right, the next step. Now I got to put the booklet over here so you guys can see it. It wants 2 of these. It says it's purple in the book. But does it actually want purple ones, or is it referring to blue ones? Let's see if the bags have purple ones. I don't see any purple ones in either of the bags yet open. So I think it's calling for the blue ones. Let me just make sure that they're not in the bags on the floor. No, I don't think they're in these bags. And let's see if I can find a number. Nope, that's 4. And the other one is probably 3. So it's probably calling for these blue ones. And if you're don't know what I'm talking about that right there. I think it's referring to this, even though it's a different, I was going to say different shade. It's a different color altogether. But we won't be too hard on them. Like I said, I'm pretty happy with this so far. The only thing that was really getting my goat yesterday, I'll explain it as soon as I find this next piece. I'll explain it. One of these. Found one. Nope, that's not it. Wait, is it? Oh, no, I already found those. I'm looking for the dual-sided ones. Found one, and I found 2. What was getting my goat yesterday is, you know, like how Lego bricks, they have like double-sided ones? It's pretty common to have double-sided Lego pieces. Well, this set also had double-sided Lego pieces, but also, too, they were just like, no, we're done making double-sided ones. You're going to make it now. So they gave me single-sided ones and these, like, weird little white cylinders to put inside of normal bricks to make your own double-sided one. And the process of doing that, and of course, the ones that they want me to do that on were like the tiny, tiny ones. So like my meat hooves just weren't working properly. It was getting quite difficult, but we got through it. We made a lot of progress yesterday. That is for sure. All right, let's go. It wants this to go in this hole like so. And then it wants a piece like this to go in here. And then it wants a dual gear. Are these gears? Do they spin? I'm not sure the technical name for it, but I'm just gonna call it a gear, because why not? All right, so that one's done ish. Now this side, it wants me to do basically the same thing, just in reverse. Interior right there. The other one over there, and then the far one like so. All right, so we got both those. So it wants me to put that there and here. Is that what it wants me to do? It looks kind of strange, but I'm just gonna, oh. Is that what it wants? I don't think that's what it wants. All right, pop that bad boy out. I think I made a mistake. I think it wants this one to be in the end and that one to be hanging off the edge? Why does it want that? Oh, wait. Okay. Okay. Why does it want that? It seems strange. Seems like it's not up to code. There's a couple things yesterday with the Dark Magician that weren't up to code. And it was like foreshadowing because like seconds later, it came crumbling down. But we worked past it. You know, we survived. We were Lego people. We would have had some casualties for sure in that little earthquake. Basically the same. It's asking for the same thing on this one. Don't roll away from me. Wants this one here. Actually, let me not get ahead of myself. Because that is where I'll make mistakes. And I don't want to do that. I want this to be an enjoyable process. It's basically the same thing on this side. All right. So this one, this brick, needs this. And then this one goes on the interior side with a boom, like that. That one's done. And this one wants the same thing, except in reverse, just the same. This one goes in like that. And then this one goes like so. So now this one, nope. This one goes in the probably far end again. I'm assuming. Should be, yeah. Far end there. And then this one is going to be, Did I build that one wrong? Must have built that. Yep, I put that in backwards. Put that one in backwards. Easy fix though, not a big deal. And nope, don't want to end stream. Man, this is weird. Normally, I would have experienced a ton of errors by now, but everything shows excellent. And your boy is cooking on the Lego sets. This is strange for me, but I'm not mad at it. Put that there. Oh, wait, now it wants me to push it in? How in the world am I supposed to push it in? Oh, you just push the blue stuff in. Oh, like so. That's kind of creative. It's kind of like that. They should have made that clear from the start. Would have had me much more confident in what I was doing. But I like that. Just slide those bad boys in there like so. And now that's a stable structure. I like that. Boom. Pretty cool. Moving on to the next. Actually, let me just make sure that they're all the way in. Because now would be the time before I put more stuff on it. All right, there we go. Now it's calling for a 6x1. Is it a 6x1? That's more than a 6x1. This is a 6x1. It's calling for 3 6x1s. There is the second one, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, and the sixth one. All right. Now it's calling for 2 5x1s. Where art thou 5x1s? Is that a 5x1? That's another 6x1. Oh, why did I think that there was... I'm a little dyslexic, guys. I thought it was calling for 6 of them, but it's actually calling for 3 of them. So now I gotta find the 5x1s. I'll put the 6x1s over here, though, so I don't lose them. Here's another 6x1. Way more than a 6x1. Mower. What about this one? Nope, 6x1. Where are the 5x1s? Must be in this bag, eh? It must be in this bag or the other one. I see him in this bag, I think. Another bag is being opened. Just as we were starting to get down on the supplies and making less of a mess, we're going again. Let me take a swig of water because I'm hot. And it's not even like, I turned my AC down. I'm still, that's how, it's crazy. All right, now that I've fueled up with agua, let me find the 5x1s. 1, 2. 2 5x1s, and now just 1 2x2, like a so. So it wants me to flip it over. Yes, it does. And this goes in the center, like so. Like that. And then the longer ones fills these gaps here. Pretty easy to figure that one out. Ooh, that was a nice sound. Did you guys get that? What about this one? Let's see if I can make it very audible in the mic. No, wait. Ooh, that was nice. That was a nice click. Hopefully enjoyable for you all out there. If there is anyone out there. That one wasn't good. Oh, I think I might be able to get another good click. That was decent. Wasn't the best. And where does this one go? This 6x1 fills this gap. Let's see if I can get a clicky clack. And it's a decent clicky clack. Next page. All right, so the instructions, as you can see, more of the same basically. It wants a 4x1 with some holes, 3 holes to be exact, and it wants 3 of them bad boys. 2, 3 of these extended gears. It wants 3 extension gears, and I don't think that is the technical name for it, but that is what I'm going with. And it wants, I almost thought that it wanted it in blue as well. That's why it was taking me a little while to find it. But it's actually in the black color. And then it wants a piece I have yet to see. What piece is that? Looks like 3 blue cylinders. Not purple, but blue. That threw me off. But it won't throw me off again. All right. Now what do? We want to... It is calling for some weirdness. I think I'll just put these in first. And which way does it want me to do it? It wants me to put them in here, this way. Let me see if I can get the clicky clack. Nope, those aren't going to do it. But I tried. And they want to go... Nope, no. It wants to go in there. So it wants that... like so. It wants the gear in the middle here. Not a big fan of the ordering right now. But it's pretty stable, unlike the dark... Oh, by the way, if you're just joining us, this is what we did yesterday. We put the Dark Magician together. Unlike this Dark Magician, this seems a lot more stable. So doing things in the not the best order, I don't think, isn't so bad in this case. It looks like it wants these cylinders to go over it first. And then it wants it to go on top of that extension of the gears. Like so. And am I doing it? Oh, yep, I'm doing this in frame. Yesterday, I was doing a horrendous job at it, so I'm actively trying to make sure everything's on camera. Over the EV face is what I need to tell myself. Okay, and then is that all? That can't be all. What about this one? Oh, I didn't see it there. It wants it over here as well. That was my bad. And then this goes in here, all just repeating the same steps is all. Pretty easy. Not bad at all. And this goes, if you can see on camera, there's a little 4-prong, and it's a 4-prong rotating mass, or at least I think it's rotating. And then boom. Moving to the next step. It needs 2 more of these extendos. And then instead of a long receptacle, it wants 2 stubby guys. Where is that second one? There it is. It's hiding from me. And then it wants 2 short gears. I found one of them pretty quickly. Boom. Where is the second one? It was hiding in one of the cylinders. This little rascal. and it wants 2 of those cylinders. So maybe it wanted there and was just trying to save me some time. If that's the case, I apologize for calling it a rascal. And it wants those right there on the edges. And probably just the same steps, if I were to guess. So I'm just going to go with it before looking. Oh, almost lost that forever. That would have been bad. I have yet to lose a piece. So I'm pretty proud of that fact. I would have for sure, in my exasperation with dealing with all these errors on stream, I thought for sure I would have lost a piece by now. But thank the heavens that I have not. I don't know what we're doing here, but we're succeeding at whatever it is. Now we're looking at one of these long boys. Is that a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? It is an 8, and this is an 8. An 8 by 1, and then 6 by 1s. We have 2, 5 here, and another one. So that's 6, and then a 3 receptacle one. So let's do. So it wants a 2 stack of 6. Right on the far end there. Right in the middle. Oh, I'm off camera. Dang, I need to do a better job of that. Just like that. Put it right here. Okay, that's enough on camera, I think. And now it wants 2 more. 2 more of these stacked on top of each other. Facing each end of the Lego. Make sure it's even, and then make sure I'm on camera, and then put that like so. And then the last 2 pieces, that was a nice clicky clack. The last 2 pieces right here on camera, of course. Boom. All right, and then this one, this Juan, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. This one wants this on top. And it wants it to be put in to this receptacle here, which doesn't fill me with the most confidence in how structurally sound that may be. It doesn't seem very structurally sound, but oh well. It's no Dark Magician as it was yesterday. There was a couple near disasters for sure. We're looking for some 2 right angle pieces. Oh, 12 right angle pieces? Holy guacamole. That might recall for another bag opening. Do I see any of those right angles in here? Yes, I do. So my desk is going to get a little more messy. But what can you expect? Toss that trash to the side. 1 right angle, 2 right angle, 3 right angle, 4, 5, 6, 7. All the black, it's like a deep black, so it's all blending in together. Where was I at? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And it wants a 2 stack of them. Do I get a clicky clack? No clicky clack. 1 right angle here. Another double stack on the other end. Boom. I'm almost off camera. What a fool. I need to stop doing that. I promise I'm going to get the hang of this eventually, folks. But I am new to this. Trying to be true to it, too. A right angle here. Almost off camera again. I'll pick it up for clarity. Let me put the 2 pieces together, all of them together. That'll save me some struggle. Boom. And then the last 2 goes together. That one sounded like it might have given me some clicky clacks. Boom. Now what does this one want? It wants me to put it, it wants me to put it, it kind of looks like it's elevated there. Does it want to just right here? I think it's just maybe right here. It's kind of strange. That's what it wants? Sure doesn't. It wants it on the other end. Need to be careful with that. Wants the same thing that I just did, but on the opposite end. Not on that parallel right here. That's what I'm basing it off of. In my mind's eye. Like so. Now this next step looks pretty labor intensive. Ish. As Legos could be. 3, 6, 8. 3, 6, 8. One of those. A 3 receptacle piece. A 5x1. There it is. A little 2x1 with a little hook piece. This can't be right. There must be another piece that has it on the opposite side. I'd have to imagine that they were thorough, and yes, they are. And one without a opening. That one might be a little harder to find. Did I find it? Does that have an opening? Does that picture have an opening? I'd have to imagine that that is not an opening and that they were thorough enough to make sure that that was clear. So I'm going to continue looking. This might take me a little while though. Is looking for Lego pieces enjoyable watch? I hope it is. Or else I'm just wasting my time, eh? No, at least it's enjoyable for me, right? Let's see, where is that little subatomic Dickens? Now I'm starting to think that that little hole is equivalent to the no hole picture. Let's see. Take 2. It was shown on one of the platforms. I had a viewer for a little while, but I think I lost him, unfortunately. I was not entertaining enough. But I'm trying my best, so I can't feel too bad about it. If I put any more effort into it, I will literally sweat through this shirt. And that's enough about perfusion. Can't be a tantalizing topic on the interwebs. I can't imagine people enjoying that topic, so I'm gonna be done with it. That is the last time I'm mentioning it, maybe. But it is very topical for me right now. Man, is this it? I don't know if this is it. So what I'm running into right now is I can't find a piece that is like this one right here. You may not be able to tell, but there's like a little circular end piece there. And in the booklet, it doesn't show any hole. However, the only one I can find is one with a small hole like that. There is other ones with a big hole like this. However, I can't find one without a hole. So the question in my mind is that, was this hole too hard to make as a graphic? So far, they've kind of dotted their I's and T's and crossed their T's pretty well. So I wouldn't think that they would leave something like that out. So I'm going to look for a little longer. However, if it is here, it would literally be right in front of my face. It wouldn't be like in another bag. Because I just checked all the bags and there was no more bag 2s. Where is this piece? I think it's this piece. I think it's this piece, but I can't tell for certain. Maybe at the next pages will give me some clarity on the matter. Remember, I'm on page 23. All right, that one doesn't show it. That one shows another set of pieces without a hole. So if I go very much further and I don't see one with a little hole, then I will have made the deduction that the no hole graphic is actually referring to a small hole piece. That is what I'm going to say. And I think I've concluded with that because the piece that I'm working on is about to be wrapped up, and it will still have not been referenced a small hole piece. All right, I've made the decision. It's gutsy, but we're doing it. We're going with the small hold piece as the no hold piece. I know, crazy. It's crazy, but someone has to do it. And that someone is me. It's not you, it's me. All right, this one goes like that, like so. Oh, okay, that makes sense. And if I would have looked at the pieces a little bit better, I would have seen that the bottom of it is like a receptacle. So it kind of twists like this. All right, so that was a lot of hemming and hawing for no reason. But just gotta be certain with these things, you know what I mean? Actually, I'm probably doing that wrong. This side wants this piece to be like that, and this one wants to be connected by 2 holes, whereas that one just wants a connection of 1 hole. And this one wants to be on this side, and again, I'm doing a terrible job of showing you what I'm doing. The vertical stream is all right, but the horizontal stream is not. So let's see if I can fix that by, wouldn't be like a, let me click, where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Let me see if I can. Will that get my face? All right, that'll get my horizontal. What I just did, by the way, if you're watching the horizontal stream, I mean the vertical stream, I just changed the horizontal canvas to be a little bit more square. So if I'm working right here, which I've been tending to do, even though I'm not meaning to do it, it won't be totally off camera. I just made this piece here, and that's all that this page wrote. So moving on. It didn't tell me where it wanted me to put it, so I think we're just working on this piece then. Now it wants 2 hinged squares. It wants 2 receiving something, I don't know, receptacles, I should call it. I don't know the technical name for it, but we'll just call it receptacles. And it wants 2 of those fancy boys. The 2 fancy boys will just make the, actually, yep, 2 fancy boys like this. Put them together. Do I get a little clicky clack? There. Wasn't the best clicky clack, but it made some sort of noise that wasn't so bad. And it wants these pieces to go together. Do I get a clack? Trying my best not to break it. Ooh, that was a satisfying click. And I'm assuming doing that twice. So let's do it on this side. Boom, that was a nice click. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Now we're going to be taking our piece back over here. It wants me to connect this via just 1 square there. And it wants me to put this on this. So it's kind of, this moving billboard can go like that. Hard to see with my meat hooves, but see, that's movable. And it wants me to put another one on this one here. Both facing the same way. There we go. This one looks a little crooked. All right, there it goes. Didn't put that in all the way. Maybe that's why it didn't give me the best click. One of them didn't give me the best click. Time to hydrate. That was hard work. Next step. Next step is 2 more of these billboards. 2 more receptacles. 2 just squares, flat squares. Well, 2x2s, not completely flat. There's one of them, and there's another one. And then a launch ramp. Where can I find a launch ramp in this economy? Come on now. We'll be taking this back, and we will be putting another one of these together and putting it out there. Let's not get ahead of myself there. Ooh, that was nice. Let me shut up while I'm putting this together so you can hear the lovely clicky clack. Oof, nice. Top tier clicky clack, but this one won't give me it. There we go. And then boom. And now what do we do with the normal squares? We put the normal squares on the ones that we just installed. And maybe I should be making it, when I put these together, maybe I should be more flat so you can see it better. I think that probably will be a better viewing. Be better for the viewing pleasure. There. All right, now we're doing something new on this piece. A ramp, 2 ramps. Not really a ramp, it's more of like a tiptoe. But it wants 2 of them. A 3x2, like so. A 2x1. Just a normal 2x1, right? Yes, this one is a normal 2x1 that I'm looking for. Found it. Found the normal 2x1, and then a flat 2x1. Probably this. There we are. So it wants me to build this first in the middle. It looks like. Clicky clack. A little bit. This one probably won't give me it, but I'll try. Yeah, it's decent. Wasn't bad. And then we will put these on the side like this. Fills the gaps. Simple but effective. And then we'll be filling the gaps again. Why would you make it movable and then lock them into... Oh, I guess it still moves upside down. Huh. Why is that crooked? Kind of hard to get in there without breaking the pieces. So boom. Still, why does it make it... It's kind of weird. We'll see though. Only one way to find out, and that is to continue. And now we'll be connecting this to the... Oh, this is already hanging on by a thread, and we're going to be adding to it already. Kind of strange, but just got to be careful with it, I suppose. And adding it just like that. So we're extending the structure. Oh, maybe this folds over. Probably like that, I'm assuming. Oh, and look at that. That's the next step. We want to... How is that going to work? That's not reaching. Did I miss something here? Yeah, it's not reaching, my guy. What the heck? How would it want me to do that? It wants me to put this piece here in this hole. But there's... Oh. Just stretch it? It wants it... I was expecting it wanted it to be square, but... It's kind of... It wants it to be... that shape. Pretty nice. Looks pretty nice, not gonna lie. Next, it wants a 5x1. a 3x1, a 1x1 with a receptacle like that, and 2 of the turnabout is fair play pieces. There it is. I'll put them together first because I enjoy doing that the most. And I hope I get a chatter in here soon. This will be the first day that I feel like I fixed the lag issue. And of course, it's the first day I don't have any chatting going on. That would be just my luck. Not that I'm expecting anybody, but it would be nice, you know what I mean? Just to confirm that I fixed it, that would be joyous, I tell you. I would be giddy. And it's kind of a shame I do these kind of late at night, but I do it kind of to unwind. But also too, like doing something new like this. Like the first day I did it, I was especially, and the second, every single day I get off of here, and I'm like amped. Like the best caffeinated beverage of your entire life. That's how I feel. And then like, how am I supposed to sleep after that? But it's worth it. I'm having a blast, to be honest with you. Learning something new. All right, now I need to be getting 2 of these. Easy to find. 2 of the receptacles for it. And then it looks like just rinse and repeat, basically. But I'm not going to go hog wild. I'm still going to follow the instructions. Because it would be silly not to, right? Almost just lost a piece. Make sure I'm not off the screen. There we go. Put the billboards in the billboard holder. Or maybe solar panels. Is that a better descriptor for these things? Solar panels. Solar panel in here. Boom. And then this first solar panel wants to be put on here. And then it wants to be put with only one of the Lego pieces overlapping there. And this one wants to be next to its kin over here. Well, your kin can kiss my Barbie. Come on, get in there. Don't be difficult. And now it wants me to do it again. 2 more of the solar panels. Where there's a receptacle and a solar panel and 1 more receptacle here. Let's see if I can get these to give me a good clicky clack. Come on, give me some. Oh, that was pleasant. Give me another one. Ooh, very nice. Very nice, very nice. Does it want? Nope, it doesn't want one of those. It just wants a normal 2x2, and I found 2 normal 2x2s. Good for me. Put the normal 2x2s, which I should have probably put them on already, but these are pretty stable, so it doesn't matter that much. On them like so. And then put these on right like this. Boom. And boom. So literally just rinsing and repeating right now. But I like to do it. Not gonna lie to you. Makes it easier. Makes it a brainless activity. And that kind of activity is quite relaxing. Quite relaxing indeed. But we are still cooking with peanut oil. And these pieces, again, are bendy pieces. So that's what we're doing right now. And we're looking for more of the tiptoe pieces that look like this. Need 2 of the tiptoes. We need a 3x2. It's a normal 3x2. A 2x1. That might be hard to find because it's a normal 2x1, not one that bends. Not looking for a bendy one this time. And it looks like there's a bunch of those left. Unfortunately for my eyes. Oh, found it. Not too hard. And then a flat 2x1. So if I'm not even looking at the instructions, I'm just going to remember how to do it. It goes in the middle like that. Nice clicky clack sound. On top there. And then the tiptoe pieces fills in the gap. Like this. And then it covers the gap between the 2. Solar panels is what I'm calling it. And this is a little bit of a faff to get them in there without breaking it, but not too bad. Not too bad for a dad. There we go. And now what side does it want me to put it on? It wants me to put it on this side over here. Like these. Like these. And then it wants, this is pretty cool. This is, oh man, I lost him. This is a pretty cool design. Bending it like Beckham all the way over to putting it into there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Next step, it wants a 3, 6, 8. It wants an 8 piece, an 8x1. Another 3-hole receptacle, a 5x1. And then 2 of the fancy pants pieces. I'm gonna do that first because I really actually enjoy doing it. Give me a clicky clack. Nope, I don't think it is. But it was kind of hard to put together. And then this one wants to go in between them like this. 2 on this side, I think. And then just 1 on the smaller side, which I think that's the opposite of the previous steps. And this goes right up along the other side of it. Like so. Pretty easy step. Should I put this to the side? Yeah, I need more room over here. Because now we're building more solar panels. Where are you, my little solar neutrinos? You subatomic dickens. 2 right there, and then another one. Building another one of the traversing. Oh, I got someone in here. Bert Lundberg. Thank you so much for being in here. You were the first person of the day. How are you doing? I'm waving at you. Thank you so much. Hopefully you enjoy. I'm building a Yu-Gi-Oh Lego set, and I've already put this guy together, and right now I'm building the base. You're good? That's awesome. I'm building the base, so I've already put together the wizard, and right now this is as far as I've gotten on the base, and it's kind of finicky, but a lot less finicky than the magician was. Right now, I'm putting these. Let me see if I get a good clicky clack. There we go. That was a decent clicky clack. Now I gotta remember where I was. Oh yeah, putting these little solar panel looking things on here. And then putting them on this little receptacle piece. Pretty cool. All right, this one wants to go. Let me make sure I have the correct side. I think it wants to go like this. That was a nice sound. And this, nope. I think I got it back. Nope, this side wants a 1 hang. And this to be on the other side. You have to go soon? That's a shame, but I still appreciate you were here for as long as you were. I mean, I'm honestly super happy that you were here and decided to chat. So it's a shame you have to go, but thank you so much for being here as long as you were. I wish we could hang out a little bit more, learn about you, and where you could learn about me, but maybe next time. Maybe next time. But I will still be chugging along. Maybe I'll be done by the time you're back. The next step right here is calling for another one of these solar panel looking things. Of course, it's not a solar panel, but that's just what I've been calling it. I'll surely watch them. Wow. Thank you. That warms me. That warms my heart, to be honest with you. For the longest time, I was just talking to myself, and now I'm talking to you, and you're going to be back? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's awesome news. It got me amped. Late at night, too, so it's going to be hard to sleep, but that's okay. That is definitely okay. 2 2x4, 2x2s, right there, and then a little launch ramp right here. That was easy to find, surprisingly. Let's build the solar panels and get some good clicky clacks. Oh, that was nice. That was a nice one. I wonder if my... Do I get another one? I wonder if like my noise filter is filtering that out. I hope not, because it's such a satisfying sound. But it definitely could be now that I'm thinking about it. I need to watch this back. And if that is the case, I need to find a way to turn that off or something. Because my workspace here isn't that noisy. So I might not even need the noise filter. Just on there for like insurance purposes, I suppose. Let's not get ahead of myself. Put the 2x2 on the solar panel. And another solar panel here. That's the easier way to do it. And then put this on here. Come on, there we go. And this side on here as well. Boom. That was easy. Now, a step I have come to be accustomed to. One of those. This one might be hard to find again. Just a normal 2x1. Ooh, I found it pretty quickly that time. Now looking for a flat 2x1. I think I found that quickly too. And then two little foots, like so. I got this part down pat. Ooh, that was a nice sound. And another, you gotta go now. Thank you for being here. Have a great night. I hope to see you again. Have fun with whatever you're doing for the rest of the night. Man, that was awesome. What a very nice human being. Hopefully, I get to know him some more later on. This goes here. Boom. And now we get to continue building the main base, which I think it wants this side. And it just wants this to go here. And this is a cool part of the structure. It wraps around and it becomes not so straight and kind of just stretches that receptacle into that gear. Very cool. But I shall put that to the side now and move on to the next step. The next step is calling for a 5x1. I just remember I should have asked Bert Lundberg if there was lag. I totally forgot to. I was so excited that he was here, I forgot to ask him if there was lag. I am such an idiot. Oh well. Hopefully we get someone else, and I'll remember to ask. Note to self: ask if there's lag. Don't be a dummy. Looking for another twisty 2. That was not so bad. Come on, get in there. There we go. And it wants the small piece on this side. And it wants a 2 overhang, so no overhang actually. And this side wants a 1 piece. 1 piece, great show. Over here, facing this way. There we go. Now the next step, it wants 2 more solar panels. So I got those in spades. Easy to find. And then another twisty. Another twisty platformer. I'm running out of those. Found one of them. Now I gotta find the next one. Oh, there we go. Boom. Found it. Found it. And we'll put the solar panels together while not losing my place in the booklet. Nice. Nice. This one wants to go on the end over here. Oop, almost messed up. It wants to go on the end over here with 1 overhang. Got a little ahead of myself there. Boom. And this one wants to go next to its buddy receptacle. Its receptacle buddy. There we go. Next step, more of the same. 2 solar panels. And those are becoming a little harder to find now. Love to see it. Hopefully I will have built my last one soon. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, found it. Found one. Found two. Found the second one. Perfect. And now we're looking for just a couple squares. L7 weenies. Right in there. Let's see if I get the clack. And I'm gonna look at my mic actually while I'm doing this to see if it filters out the sound. I think it picks it up. I hope so. And then this one, let's get the sound again. Boom. Just gotta make sure it's probably close to the mic. That'll probably help out it escaping the filter, the sound filter. And these goes right up next to it, like so. Like so. And the next step, I can do like the back of my ham. Two little steppers. Where is that? 3x2. Oh, there it was, right in front of my face. Now looking for a 2x1. Where is that 2x1? He wants a black 2x1, not a cream 2x1. Or a sand. A sand 2x1. A taupe 2x1. Found it. And then a flat 2x1. It was easier to find these pieces when there was more stuff on the table, surprisingly. I thought it would be the opposite effect. It's interesting. I wonder if there's a psychological reason for that. I may have to remember to look that up later because that's interesting to me. Where is this flat piece? Are you hiding it? Is Dark Magician hiding it? He was not. Ooh, I found it. Not quite in front of my face, but kind of in front of my face. There we go. I don't even have to look at the instruction booklet for this part. I'm a master at it now. Master builder, some might say. That might be insulting to the Lego community, to be honest with you, because that's like a title you have to work for. So maybe I should not say that. But if someone's offended over that, get a grip. Boom. It's looking like something. I don't know what that something is, but it's looking like it for sure. I just realized that chatter was on the horizontal on YouTube. That was I think that's the first chatter I've had on that. That's interesting. All right, moving on to... Wait a second. Oh, no. That page is done. They're just kind of repeating that. I'm going to set that here. The next step is calling for a flat, long piece. A shorter, flat, long piece. Not that fat. Like this. And this. And then two flat squares. Like this. I cannot believe that I forgot to ask him if it was laggy. Man, I'm an idiot. Oh well. I will learn eventually. The Studio Dice logo goes over here. Rip Kazuki Takahashi, of course. This one does not need any overhang. This side over here goes like this. It's kind of strange. And then it wants a square here. Okay, so it's like building an arena right now. With a flat black arena like this. It's pretty cool. Nice. And now it wants 4 more squares and a longer piece like this. So that's 1, 2, 3. When we get into this part of the build of any of the steps, it's always so pleasing to me. All right, let me not get ahead of myself. I think I've already gotten ahead of myself. All right, let's take a step back. What's going on here? Huh. Okay. So it wants me to put the squares on this side. And it just wants the squares. It looks like there's less of a gap in the picture book than it's in real life, which makes me a little apprehensive. But we're going with it. Not going to worry about it until we have to. Not good life advice, but potentially decent Lego advice. Now we... Oh, we just do the same thing over here. Okay. It's making a little bit more sense. I got a little turned around for a second, but we're back. Building that stadium. Now it's calling for the orientation to be this. It's calling for a 5x1. A 3x1 here in the middle of the 5x1. That was a decent sound. It wants that to happen. It wants 2 of those. So I'm going to find 2 of those. And I'm assuming it wants it to happen twice. Yes, it does. So I'll put another one of those together. It looks like, is YouTube starting to lag? I really hope not. Okay. Not going to worry about it because worrying does nothing in this case. And then putting a square together like so. No sound, unfortunately. Right in the middle. Like that. These go... Where do these go? I think it wants it to be exactly on top of the blue spinning pieces, so they're not visible from the top. So that's what I'm going with there. Boom. And now we're starting to work with a different color. So now it looks like a little bit of a gap in like a different phase of the build now. So now I'm at the point to where, do I pick this up tomorrow? I think this will be my least success. It's ironic because in a lot of regard, it's the most successful stream. I haven't had any hiccups with any of the platforms. But I also, too, was an idiot and didn't ask my Bertlingberg if there was lag, so I don't really know if there was substantial lag. However, just from the eyeball test, it's way better. And I don't know if it gets any better than this because of my lack of experience on the subject. From all my research into it, it seems as though a few seconds lag is kind of unavoidable. And I've kind of like deduced that it's not a problem with my PC and my encoder from the last session was actually okay. I looked at the logs and it was getting a little jumbled at times, but like it wasn't dropping any frames. So what I did, so I already before that last stream yesterday, I made the canvas 1080p instead of 4K, which is I think all the streaming sites prefer 1080p versus 4K. But also too, the sources that was going into this canvas was still 4K. I kind of lapsed there. So I set all the cameras to be sending 1080p instead of 4K. And I think that might have done a lot of good. And I also fiddled with a couple other settings with like bit rates and things of that nature, which I don't really fully understand, but I think I'm getting there. But anyways, getting back to the Lego. I think we're in a different phase, the purple phase. My desk is getting a little cleaner here. The tan, the taupe pieces actually kind of blends in with my playmat here. So I think I'm going to call the stream now because I'm honestly kind of tired too. So that's a factor. I might actually stream like I've been streaming late at night. I think I might stream earlier tomorrow. But who's to say until tomorrow arises? With that, I will see you guys in the next one. I am ending the stream now.